Hey, what's up? It's your girl Tamira, aka Girl from Harlem.
What's up, everybody? This is Ray Daniels, the culture referee. Let's go.
Ooh, and this is the GAUDS show. Good job. Ooh. All right, so I missed you guys. You guys did some really good conversations.
Yeah, shout out to JR and Kason. Those young brothers stepped in.
Yeah, somebody got to hold it down. I was doing some back to school charity work, so thank you guys for holding it down.
You know, a woman has to make sure you know she was doing something.
Gotta let the people know I was.
She can't just be like, I wasn't ready to go. It was like I was doing charity work. Well, I wouldn't have left the family. You know, a man would just be like, I was busy.
Yep.
It's all good though. Welcome back.
He always got to make something. Either I'm making it a race thing or he's making it like.
I think gender roles are real.
Yes.
I think race nuances are real. I think some things are race, but I think most things are gender. Because women play roles in the world. Like if you started crying right now, everybody would be like, oh my God, console her, she okay. If I start crying now, every guy in here would be like, what the fuck wrong with him? It's just gender roles. It's just the way the world works. We don't want to admit it, but that's the way the world works. We have men play a role in the world and women play a role, and that's how I believe it should be. Plain and simple.
Lil Wayne doesn't believe in racism.
I believe racism is about 25% of things. But I believe racism is not. Okay, so let me just give you my bit on racism. I believe that racism plays a small role in things. The role is smaller than what we believe it is. I do believe there are things, but I believe there are blatantly racist things, right? But then I also believe that there are just things that we expect from certain races, and that's the nuances, but I don't know if it's racism. I'm gonna tell you why. I used to have a group that I was managing, these white guys, 5 white boys, and they stayed in my apartment complex. And I let them stay in my apartment complex, you know, because I was like, you know, we was trying to come up. So I was like, y'all stay in my apartment. You know, I got a house, you know. And they were getting the police called on them every other day. And I just remember thinking, damn, they call the police on everybody. It's not just black people. Like, they was calling police on these kids every day. So I was like, man, everything can't be, because that was 5 black kids. My initial reaction would have been, man, it's racist shit because it's 5 black kids, but it was 5 white kids and they were still calling police on them. So I'm like, damn, I gotta pull back the racism thoughts. So that kind of changed my thought process. I'm just being honest. Let's go.
I'm sorry, I don't even know what to do because the world is literally built on racism. Everything is racist.
I know I believe that. I just don't believe it's everything. Like, I don't believe that all white people are racist. I don't believe that cops are racist. I don't believe that. I believe that it's based on how we act. I'll give you an example. Last night, someone who works for me got locked up. Yeah, exactly. Somebody who works for me got locked up.
Pick any card with us because it could be anybody.
No, hear me out. He got locked up, and when he got locked up, the police, he was talking to the police, and he was talking like a guilty man. Yeah, it was like, he was like, yo, the police pulled me over, and I'm like, okay, so what? And then you can hear the police saying, it smells like weed in the car. He's like, well, I was smoking earlier, but that's it. He was like, she was talking like a guilty man. And they was like, let us search the car. Search the car, and they found something. So then he got arrested. Same police officer calls me and be like, yo, I'm taking this guy to jail. Can you get here to get his car? Of course I get there to get the car. Waited 20 minutes. When I saw the police officer, he gave me a pound. What's up, man? How you doing? Yo, man, I didn't want to lock him up, but you know, the car smelled like weed. I didn't have a choice but to do the search. I did the search. I found weed in the car, and I found something else in the car. I had to lock him up. I didn't want to, though. So it was like, but he gave me a pound, like, man, you know, like, but take the car home. I'm like, dog, that everything ain't race. Everything can't be race. If everything is race, we're never gonna get somewhere as a race.
I will say, I had completely different experiences with APD than NYPD. So, but the system that the police system was built off of was racism because police officers didn't exist until slaves got free.
True.
So I'm not gonna go there.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I believe that's true, but we can't talk about something that happened in the 100 years ago, 200 years ago, however long.
100 years ago is not a long time.
Hear me out. I'm just saying that. Are you the same person you was a year ago?
I'm not the same person I was yesterday.
That's my point. So then we gotta, if we want people to accept that we can evolve and change as humans, then we have to accept that other people evolve and change as humans. We usually try to keep people at the place that we want them to be at, but we let ourselves grow. That's not cool. Anybody can change. If you could change, then they can change. That's how I look at it. Plus, I am the ultimate optimist. I can see somebody do something wrong 99 times, and that 100th time, I'm like, I believe they can get it right this time. So I'm an ultimate optimist. So maybe that's my fault also. But I believe that people want to be,
I'm an optimist.
People want to be good. No, I don't know about that.
But I'm like more of a realist.
No, I am an optimist. I believe that at any given moment, someone can change, and they can change in a way that changes their life. I believe that. I'm an optimist. I don't hold people to what they used to be. At one point in my life, I used to steal, lie, and cheat. I don't do that anymore because I figured I don't have to.
What did you steal?
I used to be a badass kid. I always tell a story about when I was 14 years old and I wanted to play basketball. My coach, okay, so here's the story. When I was 14, I wanted to play basketball. I went to my basketball coach. He actually came to me and said to me, because I was really short. He was like, my nickname in high school from him only was Tiny Mike. He was like, Tiny Mike, what you want to be when you grow up? And I said, a basketball player. And he looked at me, he said, nah.
No.
Nah, man, you might want to find something else to be, Tiny Mike. That's not going to happen. And it was like the first time that everything was relieved off my shoulder. It was like, damn. Like it was a weight off my shoulder because somebody who told me I couldn't do something that I wanted to do, he was right. I wasn't like good or none. I just loved the game, you know? And I was like, okay, cool. And I went to Target that day and I stole candy from Target. And I came to school the next day with no books in my book bag, but a bag full of candy, and I sold candy. And here I am 20-some years later selling records. It all worked out for me, baby. Can I get a round of applause for that? All right, let's get to it.
We started this conversation talking about Lil Wayne. So you guys already started the conversation about DJ Khaled's album. They say that the reason why Jay-Z spit for 4 minutes is because they heard the few bars that Lil Wayne spit and that he had to come back and go harder. Do you think that there was some sort of creative competition on DJ Khaled's album, especially when you have so many artists on one particular platform?
I don't think it's a creative competition with everybody, but I think if you are a lyrical monster like Hove and you're getting on a song with a lyrical monster like Wayne, you're gonna check yourself at the door. And you're gonna probably have, and you know, Hove and them manage Khaled. So I could see him saying, you know, like, hey.
Let me make sure.
Let me hear what Wayne did. Oh, or maybe he heard the song and was like, oh, Wayne, I wanna be on the song with Wayne. Like, you gotta look at it like this. Like, you wanna sit yourself, the best wanna sit next to the best. The best wanna compete with the best. They wanna do everything next to real competition. You know what I'm saying? So I could see him, I don't think Hove wants to be on a record with I don't want to attack Soulja Boy. I don't want to attack him because I fuck with Soulja Boy, but I'm saying Soulja Boy is not a lyrical monster. You know what I mean? He's like a great song maker. I don't think Hov want to be on a song with him because it's like, what am I gonna do? But Wayne is like, let's go. I think it's great. That's why I was so proud of JR and Kason, because it's like I'm used to having my little back and forth with you, and I was kind of like, are y'all gonna be able to do this? And they both did it.
Yeah.
Now, what if they was like, so what you think about today? I'd be like, I don't fucking know. What y'all cut. We don't want to finish the show.
Correct.
That's what I'm trying to say. But I want to have great conversations with people who are going to challenge me. So I can see Hove hearing Wayne's verse being like, oh, nah. Let me show y'all what somebody can do in their 50s. Because I don't think we've ever heard rap this good, this great from someone in their 50s.
Yeah, that was a big debate too. Like
shit. No, you supposed
is
to be dumb when you hit the 50s.
Best verses? Like there was a lot of conversation.
I think it's the best verse of all time for somebody 45 and up. I mean, you know, Hove, I could name 50 verses. Whole verse on Hovey Baby. Oh my God. 7 straight summers, critics might not admit it. Nobody in rap did it quite like I did it. If you did it, I done it before. Like, bruh, how the fuck do you fuck with this man? He just stays sharp. I love it.
Speaking of age and music, Carly Red just dropped a new single with Spice. It's rumored that Carly Red is about 48 years old.
She look good if she's 48.
She sure does.
She looks amazing.
Do you think that people could still start a career at this age?
Yeah. Music has went from being a talent business to an attention business. music went from being like who's the most talented, like who can sing the best, to now who can maintain attention for the longest. I think there's no limit to how old, but I just think that she has to find the lane that she can stand in properly and make great songs. So yeah, I was just arguing with somebody on Instagram about that. I'm like, bro, you know how hard, like, let me tell y'all something. This world, every day from the day we was born, this world breaks us down and kills our spirit, kill our dreams, kill our hopes. And it takes a real motherfucker to stick with that shit. To be like, I don't care what y'all said, I'm staying in it. I don't care how y'all feel, I'm staying in it. So anytime I see somebody who is chasing their dream, I'm applauding them, I'm giving them a pat on their back, because you know how fucking hard this is to chase your dream. Like, the world is set up for you to live, get a job, die. For you to say, I think it's something out there more for me, that takes heart, courage, balls, and everything under the sun to go after it. So salute to anybody who's chasing their fucking dream and going for it and not giving up and not allowing the world to tell them what they should be. And I mean that from my bottom of my heart, I swear.
Amen. Well, sometimes while you're chasing your dreams, you're gonna come to like these little bumps in the road.
Here we go. There's the pessimist.
What?
There's the cynical side. No, I'm just saying. I agree,
segue.
but the optimist in me says you can do it. You got to take it seriously. You got to take it seriously. You can't cheat it, and you gotta be realistic. And realistic doesn't mean I can't make it. Realistic means like what? Like, did you ever see the movie Pursuit of Happiness?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a scene in there where Will Smith says, his character says, Chris Gardner's character says, I knew that I didn't have the time that everyone else had. So instead of hanging up the phone, I pressed the button down and kept the phone in my ear. And he said, I figured that saved me 8 minutes. That gave me 8 more minutes during the day, right? He says, when everybody went to lunch, I ate at my desk, right? That's someone who knows I'm older. I don't have the time that these guys have, so I'm not gonna cheat this shit no second of the day. And to me, if you're gonna chase your dream as someone older, then I say, don't acknowledge that you're older, acknowledge that this is a young man's game, but now you come in there and you figure out your spot in it. Have you ever heard that song, Fight Song? Okay, so you probably don't see. I'm a little bit. I love all music. It's this song called "The Fight Song" by Rachel Platten, and the whole concept of the song is that she was too old to be a pop star. So the lyrics in the song is like, she basically says, "I only have one match, but I could light an explosion. This is my fight song. Take back my life song." Like, she wrote a song about being older in music and saying, "I still can do this shit, and here's my shot." And the song went like 7-8 times platinum. So for me, it's like, turn your narrative into music. And that's what she did. That's what I mean by that. Like, shit, what if Carly Red did a Dirty Wine for the 30+ crowd? The 30+ crowd with a Dirty Wine still. And then when that shit come on, they tell a young bitch, sit down, this our record. You know what I mean? Like, bruh, there's something for everyone. You just have to find a way to communicate to those people.
I was just trying to go to the Baby canceled his New Orleans show. That was just my segue.
Go ahead.
Anyway, so the Baby canceled his New Orleans show because of low ticket sales. Do you think artists should cancel shows because of low ticket sales? Or
I don't think we should blame the Baby on the low ticket sales. That is a promoter thing. That is not a DaBaby thing.
I don't think so either, but I think that he should still, like, you know, for the people who would.
Nah, the internet, the way the internet works.
Did you see the video?
The way the internet works, if the Baby is performing and it's 70 people in the audience of a 20,000 arena, the internet will not let that live. So he did the right thing by not doing it.
He could have got it.
But put like this, it's not his fault. That's the promoter's fault. I guarantee you there are 20,000 people in New Orleans who like DaBaby's music. And the problem is that they probably didn't know the show existed. How many times artists in town that you like, oh, they in town tonight?
It happened to me last week. Keisha Cole was here. And
that happened to me yesterday. Giveon was in town. And then he was in town last night. And then only I knew because somebody hit me to get him tickets, and I got him tickets. I I wouldn't have never known. That's my point. Can't blame the artist.
Is it because we don't listen to the radio like we used to?
Nah, it's promotion. It's how they promote the tickets. Shout out to my boy Richard Dunn. He's a genius because he's one of those guys that he can get 4,000 of your fans in a room. And I don't know how he does it, but it's a grassroots thing that goes to it. And when you promoters just think that they can say, I paid the baby to do a show and I gave him his price and I got the venue and it's gonna sell out. Nah, bro, you gotta work to get those fans and know that the show is there. It's that simple. And the ticket was only $35. Shit, I probably would have went. I know the baby's team.
No, that sounds fun. $35, you can't beat that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they probably didn't know. Come on, man. People paying fucking $20 to go to a movie. They ain't gonna pay $30 to see the baby? Of course they would. They just didn't know.
People were paying like $700 for Bad Bunny.
Exactly. They knew about it.
I didn't know. Okay, I'm gonna skip that.
Go ahead.
Anyway, so I want to ask you a question.
Ask away.
How do you teach your kids to deal with bullying? Because a father got on a school bus, pretty much cursed the kids out, and then he later went on to apologize. He claimed that his daughter was getting bullied, but nobody handled the situation properly, so he took the matters into his own hands.
I swear to God, I was just talking about this to G. Me and G was just talking about this because G, my best friend G, DM'd me and was like, sent me a video, and he was like, the dad was wrong, but he did the right thing. And I said, we will bully the parents.
What does that look like?
You bully my kid, I'm gonna bully you. I'm gonna have 50 niggas at your house every day. It's simple.
What role should parents have in holding their children accountable? Like, if we know that your child is bullying other kids, how should the parent now be held accountable for making sure that child isn't in school continuously repeating that action?
Well, what I'm about to say is a little probably, you know, controversial because I'm from the black community, you know. But I would whip their ass. Mm-hmm. That's how my mom handled me when I did something wrong. She fucked me up, you know, like, so for me, it's like, if my son was bullying somebody, I would fuck him up. Like, I would actually fuck him up more for bullying somebody than I would if he did something that I just thought was wrong. I think, like I said, I go back to what I said, I think people tear people down every day. I'll never forget when I was, I don't care. People be like, I'm a Virgo. I hold on to shit. I'm a Virgo. I don't let shit go. I'll never forget. In 7th grade, I swear to God, it's a true story. 7th grade.
What they had on? I feel like you remember their outfit.
In 7th grade, a dude who was supposed to be my friend voted me best dressed. You know, when you're in class, you voting like, who's the best dressed in the class? And everybody knew I was broke. I ain't had no money. I was wearing like hand-me-downs. They was like, who we want for best dressed? He was like, Raymond. The whole class was like, ha, yeah, Raymond. I got more money than all of those motherfuckers now. And I'm not even saying that to be arrogant. I'm saying that because I remember them laughing at me. I remember them clowning me. And mind you, I'm still cool with these people. But who the fuck is laughing now? Who the fuck is laughing now? So I say that to say it takes balls to hold on to your dream in a world full of people who abuse people. Period. I think bullies should get their ass whipped by a bigger bully. That's what I believe. Because when but I will say this: if anybody's listening, here's the best part about bullying. It doesn't work in the real world. It only works in high school and like that's the thing I said. If he's bullying you, trust me, when he gets out of school and he realizes that he can't hit somebody and just get away with it, because you could kill him if you want to in the real world, right? That's one part to it. But also, nobody likes bullies. So if they know you that, then it's like, oh, okay, cool. Cool. Every bully I know, I be seeing bullies working at the gas station now. What's up, man? Oh, what's up? Yo, can you put air in my tires, please? Like, that's what bullies get. So I do believe that bullies deal with the karma from the world, period.
Kodak Black doesn't let his daughter watch Mickey Mouse because she's a rat.
What? What?
I promise you it's real. Kodak Black won't allow his daughter to watch Mickey Mouse because Mickey and Minnie are rats. My question to you.
You for real?
I'm so serious. It was really like a clip of him wilding because he was like, get that off. Anyway, my question to you is as a culture, just like as parents, let's not do the culture thing. Just as parents, what value, like at what age should we start kind of reinforcing our values on our children? Or where do we draw that line?
That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. First of all, if Carter Black said that, I love him even more now because I love an ignorant rich nigga. Ain't nothing better than ignorant rich nigga. Ain't funny as hell.
He's my favorite.
If he says that, man, that's incredible, man. We need to do a documentary on that shit. Like, we need to do a documentary on that if that's true.
What about rats and that whole no snitching concept in our community? Do you think it helps or hinders us?
I think it hurts us. I'm telling you right now, you commit a crime me, I'm telling on your ass. I'm not being
Nobody
funny.
robbed the bank with me.
No. I won't rob the bank with you though. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not doing nothing. Listen, man, I have kids.
Pay your taxes.
Fuck that. I pay taxes, but that's not what I'm going. I have kids. Bruh, there's nothing in the world that will take me from them. Nothing. It's nothing. You ever seen that movie Ghost Dad?
No.
Okay, there's a movie called Ghost Dad with Bill Cosby where the dude dies and he comes back as a ghost to help his kids. Like, he was like, that's the type of dad I am. Like, I'm coming back. Yo, I'm coming back. I'm gonna be there with them forever. Like, so my thing is that if I'm not gonna let no one take me from my kids, I'm not gonna let you doing something stupid take me from my kids. So if you did, I remember I got pulled over and police was fucking with me, and that was the first time I had guns on me. That's the only time I ever been in cuffs. Police hassled me, no bullshit. And my cousin who was with me, who just happened to be in the car, picked him up from the train station, he had 2 ounces of weed on him. So I knew I was gonna go crazy on the cops. I knew it because I've never been in trouble. I've never had cuffs on my hands. And I knew that they was wrong, but I let them go through their process. Hands up, I'm on a freezing cold ground, guns in my head, don't move, I'm not gonna move. I was in the car like, I'm about to go off on these motherfuckers. Ooh, wait till I get out the car. My cousin was like, cuz I got some weed in the car. Well, you need to let them know it's yours. Cause as soon as I get out, I'm going off. You want me to roll the window down and tell him it's yours? He's like, nah, I got it. And he told me it was his. He took his rap. But guess what? If I got something wrong, I'm not gonna let you go down for it. Yeah. So I don't understand that whole no rat shit. Now, I do understand it from the culture of birds of a feather. Like, so we out doing shit together. Yeah. You got off and I got off, then hey, like shit. Like, okay, that's it. Hey, just hold me down while I'm locked up or whatever. Mm-hmm. But if I know you did something and you can't come around me with that shit, right. Like I'm gonna be like, I'm the person that call I'll call you from the police station. Hey man, they got us.
Not they got us.
Hey man, they got us. They already know you at. Just come outside. Yo, they already know you at. Dog, they got us. Just come outside. I'm telling you. I don't do nothing dumb. I'm not getting in no trouble.
I'm not robbing a bank with Ray.
I'm not robbing a bank with nobody.
I feel you, but anyway, last thing. Just like a random thought that I was having when we were talking about rapping and stuff like that. How come sometimes like 2 people could come out together, but the one who is lyrically better doesn't do as well? Like, I'm personally thinking about A Boogie and Don Q. Okay,
I don't know too much about Don Q. I know A Boogie.
Okay. But Don Q's a way better rapper than A Boogie.
That's subjective.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. Yeah, but he's a better lyricist, is that? Like,
subjective.
Okay.
I got a friend, y'all. My best friend, Boo Man. This nigga will swear on the Bible, ain't nobody in the world better than Kilo Ali. No, he was swearing the Bible, ain't nobody better than Kilo. Like, nigga, Kilo is better than Tupac, all them niggas. Like, he believes that. Music is subjective. It's subjective. And that's the end. It's subjective. So, shit. You think he's a better lyricist? What the fuck does that even mean?
I feel like if we all voted and if we compared bar to bar to bar to bar, bar to bar to bar, like, and we kept a tally, like, which one do you think is better, this bar versus this bar? I feel like at the end, Don Q will have more points, like either mathematically speaking, if we broke math. Okay, so
let me ask you a question.
No, I don't want to.
Oh no, let me ask you a question. I want to ask you a question. Tell me. No, real talk. Tell me one of your favorite R&B artists. Tell me.
Keisha Cole.
Okay, Keisha Cole. Do you think Keisha Cole can sing better than Yolanda Adams?
Oh, I think they're both like raised in a church, so they have those real strong vocals. I
asked a yes or no question. Do you think Keisha Cole can out-sing better than Yolanda Adams. Exactly. I don't even think Keisha could say she could sing better than Yolanda Adams is a superior singer. Who sold more records? Keisha Cole. Why? Because we like her songs better. Not only is Yolanda Adams a better singer, she's singing about stuff that makes the world better. And we still buy more Keisha Cole music. So we don't apply that logic. We can't apply that logic if we're not going to apply it all around. Like I said, there's talent and then there's artists. Don Q might have more talent in your eyes, but A Boogie is the better artist. Why is he the better artist? So somebody from Don Q side can argue that. I don't know what I'm talking about. But why he's the better artist? Because his stuff is working at a larger scale than yours. Now you can make music today and your music can be bigger than his, and then now you're the better artist. It's all about, you know, output and objectivity. So I'm just objective when it comes to that. But you know for a fact that bars don't matter. If bars mattered, Cannabis would be the biggest rapper of all time. If bars mattered, yeah, Cannabis. If bars mattered, Nas would be the #1 selling rapper of all time. But Nelly, Down Down Baby, Yo Street in the Range Rover, that shit sold. His one album, first album sold more than all Nas albums combined. And I guarantee you Nelly tells you, because Nelly a real nigga. And I ain't gonna lie, Nas rap better than me. But who got the better song? That's what it's about.
Well, thank you once again for always sitting down with me and having a great conversation.
Let's get it.